Place 9 road dollars on a kitchen table. Move only 1 across Cook Strait to the South Island. That was the picture regional transport leaders presented in 2026. Population matching would have added $1.2 billion, they said. The comparison sounds like proof of an unfair split. However, New Zealand's National Road Fund is not a population dividend. It is not returned where each dollar was collected either. The fund buys a national network through political priorities and project tests. Every regional road funding fight turns on that design. Fairness depends on what the network must do. Population is only one possible measure. Watch what happens at a petrol pump in Invercargill. Part of the petrol price is fuel excise duty. Fuel companies pay that duty when petrol enters the domestic market. They recover the cost when drivers fill their vehicles. Diesel vehicles follow a different route. Their owners generally buy road user charges for distance traveled. Vehicle weight also affects those charges. Heavy trucks therefore contribute differently from small diesel cars. Electric vehicles also entered the road user charges system. Registration and licensing provide another smaller stream. These revenues flow into the National Land Transport Fund. The fund is ring-fenced for land transport. It pays for more than fresh motorway lanes, road maintenance, road improvements, public transport, and safety all draw from it. Walking, cycling, and road policing can also receive support. Money collected in Southland does not keep a Southland label, it joins the national pool. That choice creates the first fairness argument. Should revenue return to the people who paid it? That sounds reasonable until a road serves people far beyond its location. Consider a bridge carrying milk, timber, tourists, and supermarket freight. Only nearby residents cross it daily. Yet its products and visitors connect distant businesses and households. The bridge is local on a map. Its economic job may be national. Now consider an urban bus corridor. Most users live within one city. However, fewer car journeys can free road space for national freight. Transport benefits rarely stop at council boundaries. That is why a simple return-to-source formula also creates unfairness. The allocation begins above individual projects. The Transport Minister issues a government policy statement. It sets priorities and funding ranges for different activity classes. The statement covers 10 years and is refreshed every 3 years. The 2024 version named 4 strategic priorities. They included economic growth, maintenance, safety, and value for money. It also promised $22 billion across the following 3 years. Those choices shape which projects can rise. New Zealand Transport Agency then prepares the National Land Transport Program. That program also runs in 3-year cycles. Regional transport committees prepare plans covering at least 10 years. They rank their region's problems and proposed responses. A regional priority does not automatically become a funded national project. Requests need a suitable investment proposal. Large proposals usually travel through a business case. The case explains the problem before choosing a solution. It tests benefits, costs, risks, and value for money. This process protects the fund from becoming a geographical allowance. It can also frustrate places with urgent but thinly used roads. A low-volume bridge may score fewer user benefits than an urban route, yet its failure could isolate farms across a wide district. Standard project numbers can struggle with that kind of network risk. This tension sits near the heart of the South Island complaint. Southland Mayor Rob Scott described trucks travelling millions of extra kilometres. Some bridges could not carry the loads those trucks needed. He warned that sealed rural roads might return to gravel. That image carries more than inconvenience. Gravel can slow freight and increase vehicle wear. Dust, noise, safety, and maintenance needs can change too. However, another layer decides who can repair those roads. New Zealand has state highways and local roads. The National Transport Agency funds state highways through the national system. Local councils own and manage most local roads. Their approved work usually receives shared funding. The national contribution is called a funding assistance rate. Across local transport programs, that rate averages 53%. The exact rate varies between councils and activities. Councils must find the remaining local share. Rates and borrowing often provide it. Therefore, national approval may solve only part of a council's problem. A small rating base can struggle to match available national money. The road may serve heavy national freight. The local community still carries part of its cost. This creates a second fairness argument. Should the benefit decide who pays, or should legal road ownership decide? Rural leaders often see national value crossing locally funded structures. National decision-makers see many competing claims inside one limited fund. Both views can be true at once. Population remains useful, but it answers only one question. It shows whether spending roughly follows where people live. It does not show freight carried, road length, or bridge age. It misses isolation risk and replacement cost. It also misses urban congestion and public transport demand. A fair share claim needs more than one denominator. Road cumulators could form another denominator. Freight tones, deaths prevented, or communities connected could form others. Each measure creates a different map of need. That does not make the 1 in 9 figure meaningless. It makes the figure a question, not a verdict. Why did such a large island receive that share? Were strong projects missing, delayed, or placed in another category? Did national priorities favor large new roads elsewhere? Could councils provide their required local share? Did spending reflect one unusual year or a long pattern? Those questions can reveal unfairness more clearly than population alone. They also help residents read transport promises. A minister can announce a large national total. The number says little about a specific bridge. A council can include a road inside its regional plan. Inclusion does not guarantee national funding. A funded activity can still wait for design, consent, and construction. 3 documents therefore matter during any road argument. Find the government policy statement first. It shows what the current government rewards. Find the National Land Transport Program next. It shows what entered the funded program. Then find the relevant regional plan and council budget. They show local priority and matching money. The gap between those documents often explains the pothole outside. New Zealand's road fund is national because roads form one network. That principle can move money toward the greatest shared benefit. It can also hide places whose value is larger than their population, so keep the $9 on the table. Then add 4 labels beneath them. Who owns the road? Who uses it? Who benefits when it stays open? Who pays when it fails? Only then does a fair share begin to have meaning.